From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Mahomes. And here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second and 3. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Pacheco will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They get this out quickly to the left side. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the coughed it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will make it 6-0. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Steelers.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Kramer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turn.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Mims in motion right. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll air this one out for Mims. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
19 strike, 10 to 11, 10 to 11. 65 catch.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
First down, they start out with Abanikanda.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across mid. Question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Here as he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
16 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Prescott.
That is incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Three.
They're going to look to throw.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st down, Prescott.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney
From 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Anthony Schwartz. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back.
Let's go now.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
27 yards.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Back over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And quickly they get to the line.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Flushed out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
32 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Steelers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.